So I'm Lena. I am one of the Family Support Development Officers working across the whole of Forth Valley for Scottish families affected by alcohol and drugs. As a national organisation, we've been around, this is our 21st year, and we are funded to work with anybody aged 16 plus who is affected by someone else's use of alcohol and or other substances. So in Forth Valley, we are just celebrating our 10-year anniversary, which is a huge deal for us and for the families we support. Everything is about the person they love. Are they safe? Where are they today? Have they got money? Are they running up debts? Are they going to come to me for money? And that's really what brings people to us, is the amount of stress and strain that they're under. People who are lucky enough not to have experienced this will say, well, what support do families need? But it's 24/7 for the families, wondering when that next phone call's coming, when the knock on the door's coming, is their loved one going to be okay? And I'm really mindful when we're talking about a 10-year celebration that for some of our families, their loved one isn't with them anymore. And that's really, really difficult, but we're still there for people.
I'm Sheila.
And I'm Martin.
We were caring for our son who was alcohol dependent, and life could be difficult. There was quite a lot of arguing. We didn't really understand his addiction terribly well. There were lots of lies, and I thought, no, I need to speak to somebody.
At that point, you start to realise, as a parent, you only have your intuition and knowledge of parents. You don't have any professional advice, so you do what you can as a parent, but that's just what you know, like you don't know anything. Well, we went to a couple of meetings. You're sitting with people who are all in their unique situations, but also you always got something in common. You always felt better when you left the meeting than you did before you went in. Mm-hmm. The pasta making class, that was the first thing we'd been to since Jonathan died. We didn't know how we'd feel about going because it was hard to leave the house. They create an atmosphere where you feel good. Making the pasta was great, eating the pasta was great. They're totally non-judgmental.
There wasn't any stigma attached.
Everybody's always supportive.
And making pasta as well, though, it's quite good for taking your mind off everything else, because you're concentrating on making this pasta as nice as you can and better than the person that's sitting next to you.
Hi, my name's Gavin. I'm a family support officer for Scottish families affected by alcohol and drugs here in Forth Valley. Recently, I helped make some pasta with a few people. Really fun, a lot of hard work prepping it, but it was a real joy getting everyone around the table, just enjoying ourselves, being in the moment, not focusing on the problems that maybe even I have or other people have outside of that room, but just being there, doing something together, laughing, learning something new for some people. Someone was actually really good at it already, and then at the end of it, getting to sit around the table and have dinner together, was just really fantastic. We don't just expect people to come to us for all the answers, because truthfully, we don't have all the answers, but I know that they're going to get more help, with those peers around them, learning from them and helping to feel part of that group of people, to give them that strength going forward and remind them they're not alone, but also that they can achieve a lot together as well.
My name's Mandy. I've dealt with a lot of addiction in my family for a long time. You just feel so out of control with absolutely everything. It's terrible feeling to have. I was really stressed out about it, and I thought, I need help. And that's when I just Googled Scottish families. Was one of the top things that came up. I straight away got a response back. I didn't need to hide anymore, and it was just somebody to go, okay, I see what you're saying, yeah, but what about you? Anybody I know that's having any problems, I say go to the support group. Just go, because it's been amazing for me. Take time out for yourself. Do something for yourself.
My name's Callum. It's really tough when you've got a family member who is using substances, drugs or alcohol. Life gets a bit chaotic, and there does come a point where you reach a crossroads, and that crossroads is really to reach out and get a bit of help. The girl on the phone, I'll never forget her voice, because she said to me, "How are you, Callum? How are you coping?" I was carrying a big cloud of stress above my head, and instantly it's like someone had just gone and got rid of it for me. I can contact Scottish families, and I can speak to a counsellor, and I can get support. They don't spoon feed me, they don't give me answers, I don't need answers, but sometimes when you're in a moment of crisis, You don't think rationally, but you're talking to someone that does. And if you find yourself in that situation, reach out, get help, talk to Scottish Families.